Marriage these days is becoming something else. Nobody wants to agree for the other, for each other. Look at this video.
The wife who are married. He never back out before for me. He go back out this person.
Leave your wife now. Leave your wife now.
The wife who are married. He never back out for me before. He go back out give person. He no go.
This man is busy yelling and talking down on the wife. Why should he do that? My wife has not done. She said, I'm not married. But if you ask me, you understand, you've seen this video. I don't think there's anything wrong that this woman, out of her own benevolence or out of maybe whatever the pastor may have done for her, decided to buy a cow for the pastor. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I'm just saying.
I will forgive you because you said you were not married in the first place. So I will pardon you. You know, this same thing happened in the Bible, and Jesus Christ said, Father, forgive them for they don't know what they are. So I will forgive you.
Okay.
Because you don't have to explain that I married my own wife, I married her. We are living in the same house. Because for that man to come out to the public and be, challenging the wife verbally, it means that they didn't have an agreement inside the house for the wife wanted to buy that car. I'm not even talking about there was no agreement. The man did not give you the go ahead to go and buy. So that particular attitude is the height of the disobedience.
You are trying to tell me that the husband must agree to every. What if? Sometimes think that some of you husbands, some of you so-called husbands. Yes, now I'm not married yet, but I'll get married someday. But some of you husbands are so head-headed that you don't want your wealth or your wife to extend the hands of inheritance to somebody else. The woman may have done, okay, have you thought about what the pastor may have done for her that prompted her to, she didn't just buy chicken, she didn't buy goat, she bought a cow.
That thing that the pastor has done for you, that gave you that, spirit to go and buy a cow to appreciate the pastor, there is no problem. Tell your husband first. Your husband, if he says yes, go and buy. You go and buy.
What if he
says no? No is no.
How?
The woman is supposed to be under. But that is why one of the particular examples on the wedding day is when they want to cut cake. You see that they ask the wife to put hand. The man will not put hand.
These are formalities.
It is just a particular example of what marriage is all about. You don't make a decision of your own. This man is the head.
No. I just want us to understand this from. I don't want to say no to what you're saying. Because the Bible says the woman should submit. But in a situation whereby the husband, you understand, has refused, or the same person that says almost no to everything the woman says, or everything that comes from the woman, you still expect her to maybe, before this woman did this thing, she may have, there might have been some discussion. Okay, just look at, I saw another post where somebody said, another comment, where somebody said, it's just like those that called their pastors daddy. What is wrong with somebody calling a pastor daddy or something like that? No, this is realistic.
Do you know that in most cases, let me follow you since you digress a little. In most cases, these people that call their pastors daddy, they call their husbands in Pemeka, Papubi, Pambada,
So who do you in that situation?
The woman does not respect the man enough. You are giving the respect you're supposed to give to your husband. You are giving it to a pastor. Now, for you to go and buy a cow, to go and appreciate the pastor, when your husband is saying that me and you have lived in this house since I'm married, you have not bought a cow to appreciate me. And now you are buying a cow to go and appreciate the pastor. It is wrong. My brother, it is wrong.
The question is, what has the man done that will require buying a cow for him?
Do you think it is easy for a man in this society where there are 1,001 years without husband who are desperately in need of husband, for a man that has 2 legs, 2 hands, has some money to, out of all people, he decided to go and choose you?
And you think it is easy for the woman to have made the choice of marrying the man? You think she doesn't have? No, let's be realistic. You think the woman doesn't have choice of other men and decide to marry the man?
It is easier for a man to say, this is who I want to marry.
Are you serious?
A man can just wake up now and tell himself, this is who I want to marry. And deep down inside him, he's telling the truth.
Where is this?
But when you look at the woman, the person that may be telling the woman, I want to marry you, there is 70% of it that out of 5 men that tell the woman, I want to marry you, the 4 out of that 5 want something else aside from marriage, but they are coming with marriage. If a man makes up his mind and comes to beg for your hand, to seek for your hand in marriage, and actually marries you the way marriage is supposed to be done, you are supposed to idolize that man. That is why in the Bible, Sarah called Abraham my Lord. So if that woman is not expecting you to that extent
of calling you my Lord,
I don't know what you're doing.
Actually, I don't want to agree with you on this. Let's look at the situation where children learn how to speak. You understand? Now, sometimes in a marriage, it could be as a result of how the man presented himself or how they started up. Okay, we have some ladies where we have some situations whereby a child calls the mother auntie. You understand? Or calls the mother. Okay, let me use my family as an example. My late grandmother, my father calls her by her name, Evie. Do you know why? This is what they grew up to. My grandfather called my grandmother by her name, Evie. So my father and the siblings, all of them, it's just the last one that only calls mommy. Every other person is just Evie. Now, sometimes you see also that a wife, due to this is what these children grew up to, or this is what the wife was presented to. This is how they started. The man is not complaining that the wife is calling him, they call him Memeka. So if the wife chooses, because the other members of the church are calling the pastor daddy, and the wife choosing to call the pastor daddy, and you want to say, tell me that because he's not calling his husband daddy at home, he shouldn't have the right to call the husband.
Are you telling me that a wife that I married with my money will not bow down to greet me in the morning, but when she sees the pastor, she will kneel and prostrate to greet the pastor? And then you want to tell me that it is normal?
I can't know. It all depends on how you present us. No, let's be realistic.
Now, how I presented myself. Now, I'm telling you that you bought a car for pastor and you've not bought a car for me, that I don't accept it, and you're trying to justify that what the woman did is right.
Yes, I'm saying something may have prompted it.
Whatever thing that prompted it will lead you to your father's house.
That is being extreme. That is being extreme.
You enter that car and that car will take you to your father's house.
That is being extreme.
No, it's not done.
Yes, sir, because
it's not done.
No, but there is nothing wrong in appreciation.
As a married woman, you are supposed to be 100% under your husband.
How? 100%.
100%.
Even when the husband is always on the other side, he's not always agreeing.
There is a reason why he is not always agreeing.
And there is a reason why the wife may not have submitted. Are you not seeing from this angle too?
And that is why the woman is a woman and the man is a man. A man is the head, and the head will make the decision that will stand in the family. The woman can only suggest and contribute. And when your suggestions is overruled, is that it is overruled, and that is the end of it.
I don't understand. You are trying to say too.
When you appeal as a woman, and the man tells you this is my decision and it is final, that is final. If you do any other thing contrary to what that man has said, you have disobeyed. It's not actually. It's not what
saying that if a woman gets married to a man, she doesn't have the right to make decisions on her own again.
You have submitted that right to somebody.
Wow.
You have given that right to somebody to decide for you. What you now do is you suggest to that person, look what I want to do. The person will say, okay, it is good or it is not good. If he says it is not good, it is not good that it is not good. Finish.
Hey! Oh, I've heard another today. Well, I've not married yet, but then I'm just saying from my own end that in marriage, it should be everyone should have a voice, even in the home. Children also that we have in home should have a voice. But I don't really support giving maximum respect to somebody outside than you have in the home. It's not ideal. But whatever its situation is, I just let peace reign. Let's escape violence at all costs, and let's also
escaping that violence comes from subjecting yourself under your husband. Anything other than that, you are in good
opinion. Subjecting again. Thank you and God bless you. You're subjecting again.
You will not subject yourself.
Thank you.